Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Ryan Aranda here, My Best Life Paraguay. And today we're going to be exploring Barrio Loma San Jerónimo, or Jerónimo, right? And this is a beautiful neighborhood in by the Costanera in Asunción, right? So there's narrow alleyways, right? And there's art everywhere and murals everywhere. It's a very colorful neighborhood, maybe even the most colorful neighborhood in all of Asunción, right? A beautiful, beautiful area, right? So when you go up the escalinata, which is the staircase through the barrio, it'll take you eventually up to a rooftop restaurant. And this is one of the layers or levels, I mean. And then this is the top level of the restaurant. It's the Guaraní Lounge, right? And if I remember, I'll put their Instagram info here or down below in the description. Okay. So here's the map of Asunción, which we covered last time, and my last video was the drive through Calle Palma, right? Which is in the historic section of Asunción, which you're looking at now here. So yeah, the last video I did was going through Calle Palma, and this barrio, Loma San Jerónimo, lays at the very end of this street, right? So yeah, so that was my Christmas in Paraguay video. Okay, so here's a closer look at the neighborhood, and it's just a real short walk, but you're climbing stairs the entire time, and it's really close to the Bay of Asunción, right? The Bahia of Asunción. Okay, and I just wanted to put the Instagram info as well for the cultural center of this neighborhood here, because they have updates on what's going on in the neighborhood and events, etc. Okay, so here is the beginning of our journey, walking journey, right? And little buddy right here, and he's a nice buddy. Yeah, so Barrio Loma San Jerónimo was founded in 1537 during the Spanish conquest, right? So it's one of the oldest neighborhoods, okay? And since 2013, it's been known as the first tourist neighborhood of Asunción. Okay. Yeah, so even right before you get in, there's these beautiful murals that are everywhere, right? And I believe that they touch these up when they start like fading away, right? So very colorful, musical part of Asunción, right? And people who live in Asunción are very proud of this neighborhood, right? And so in a moment here, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the history. But yeah, as you can see, there's beautiful art. Okay, so I'm actually going to read a part of an article from explanders.com, written by Omri Westmark, right? So actually, here, I'm going to hold off for just one moment while we take a look at the first staircase that we're going to walk up, and then I'll get into the history here of this place. Okay, so yeah, so this is kind of the hidden walkway, but this is where you start, right? And right here is the escalinata sign, which is the staircase, right? And also, I just wanted to quickly mention that this is a wonderful place to take photos, right? As you can see on the screen here, I took some photos, put them on Tinder. All you degenerates using dating apps. No, I'm just playing. I use dating apps too. Okay, just kidding. Okay. So anyways, yeah, you can see there's artwork even climbing up these stairs. So yeah, I'm just gonna dive into history while this B-roll keeps playing as we explore this neighborhood. Right, so the history of this neighborhood from Omri Westmark, again, this article from explanders.com, and I've read other articles in Spanish, so this pretty much lines up with what I've read in Spanish as well, right? So anyways, the barrio, perching atop a small hill next to Avenida República, Loma San Jerónimo, stands out as the only neighborhood in downtown Asunción where the city's 19th century urban grid is absent. Instead, this tiny district features narrow and convoluted alleys across this hilly terrain. that in turn gave rise to multiple theories as how and when this neighborhood was founded. Okay, so story has it that following the Spanish conquest of Paraguay in 1537, hermit monks of the Order of Saint Jerome, San Jerónimo, arrived in the newly established capital as comptrollers. Due to its relative isolation, the friars settled across the hilly area facing the Paraguay River, hence its modern name, Loma San Jerónimo, right? And Loma means hill, you guys, or hillside, right? Hill or hillside, okay? Other sources deem that the neighborhood as an actual place where the Paraguayan capital was established, claiming that the Spaniards constructed a watchtower on its top to control the movement of ships in a nearby river. Okay, I definitely believe that. If this was the highest place, so the Spanish always did that. They built watchtowers and even churches on top of all of the hills throughout Latin America and on top of pyramids in Mexico and all that stuff. So I certainly believe that they would have built the watchtower here, right, all the way back to when the Spanish controlled the Rio de la Plata. Okay. So in the last century or so, Loma San Jerónimo was vastly overshadowed by Asunción's rapid development that encompassed much of its surrounding quarters. That is until its thorough restoration and beautification in 2013, transforming the small district into a hidden gem. Nowadays, the neighborhood is home to a growing number of bars and restaurants as well as a few historic buildings, most notably the San Jerónimo Oratory. Okay. Yeah, so, and then I'm going to talk about the escalinata, right? Which is the walkway, the first walkway up here. Okay. And actually, I'll just mention quickly on the B-roll, this is where we're going to start heading up towards the restaurant area, right? So you're going to start seeing some fascinating views of this neighborhood. But anyways, I'm gonna talk about the escalinata San Jerónimo. Again, that's the staircase. So linking the hilly neighborhood with the downhill Avenida República, the road down beneath, Escalinata San Jerónimo is Asunción's version of Escadaria Celarón in Rio de Janeiro, which is the 45-step staircase. Is a far cry from its Brazilian counterpart. The lack of any tourist throngs make it a far more pleasant place to explore. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the colorful staircase is decorated with intricate mosaics made by hundreds of individual tiles designed by Claudia Gori. Escalinata San Jerónimo features four main parts, collectively depicting the city of Asunción, including its bluish sky, which you're looking at right now, right? Colorful homes, rocky hills, and the mighty Paraguay River. As you climb the iconic staircase, you'll also come across several murals dominated by national motifs. Okay. All right. So yeah, so this is the first layer, and this isn't. You still climb more to get to the top area of the bar. I believe this is actually a small cafe. Somebody runs out of their home, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't actually go in there. But up now, when we're climbing the stairs here, this is going to be the bar, right? So historically, this may have been the place where the Spanish actually had their watchtower, right? But now, you know, since 2013, this bar has been created, and it's a fantastic place. I mean, like, this is one of the coolest places I've ever been in Asunción, right? And I don't know if there's, I didn't, well, okay, I guess I haven't searched, but I don't know if there's any other English speaking channels that have filmed this area, this barrio, right? So I may be the first, at least for English speaking, right? And again, we'll take a look at the bar here, but I'm just grabbing a shot of the views, right? And it's fantastic. It wasn't too hot of a day either. It's probably like, I want to say 85, maybe getting up to 90, right? But this is the bar. This is the Guaraní Lounge. And yeah, they do have food out of here too. I just got one drink and then got some water here. But a really cool like hip place, right? Like just to get out of the hustle and bustle of the town, right? So yeah, there's more murals up here, right? Guarani imagery as well. And there's one more layer on top of this that we're gonna explore in a second here. But me being me, I have to film every inch and every view uh to the best of my ability. And if I haven't already, I'll be throwing more pictures on Instagram here of this place, right? Yeah, so they do have restrooms up here, right? As well, which is really nice. And yeah, so I think I came here maybe 3:30 p.m. or so, so at a really dead time. But during the weekends, you guys, this place gets cracking. Like and especially with all the city lights lit up, like I've been told this is a fantastic place that I need to return to during the nighttime, right? And yeah, people party hard up here. The girls will take their photos, guys will too, right? But this is one of the coolest, just off the beat places ever, right? Um, and it just matches the neighborhood, just its tranquility, and all the people were so nice in this neighborhood too. You can tell that they really have a respect for keeping it well maintained, right? And you can tell there are some people who were up here earlier today who are having a good time, right? Hence the chairs being everywhere. But yeah, this is the view of the city, you guys. And like I said, I didn't explore it at night, but I can just imagine this place, right? At nighttime, and it's fantastic. And you can actually see, I'll zoom in here. You can actually see the new Héroes del Chaco bridge, right? Which is what I'm zoomed in on now, which is the brand new bridge that goes across the Paraguay River. Yeah, but I can't, I don't have much more to say about this place. Otherwise, just the fact that it's really breathtaking, an excellent spot to take a date. I'm gonna have to take a date here at nighttime just to see what it's like at least once, right? Um, yeah, drinks aren't the cheapest, but they're not expensive either. I want to say like probably getting a drink for $4 or $5 or so American. Um, you know, I mean, a place like this and any other major city in the world is talking $10, $15 a drink, right? Um, yeah, so and yeah, wonderful staff. I was talking to the bartender and the other guy there who were working in just wonderful people working here as well. Um, yeah, and so this would be a good spot to if you're exploring the river, the Costanera, the river walk, which isn't honestly the safest place. I'm just gonna be honest. That's gonna be my next video actually, because I filmed the entire river walk from point A to B. But if you are by the river, you should really come and check out this place. Get some photos, etc. Do your filming. But yeah, I mean, just keeping this video positive. It's a hell of a cool place, and I highly urge you guys to check it out. Right? Um, yeah, and so yeah, this video is going to be wrapping up here shortly in a moment. Um, but yeah, I guess these are just some of the hidden gems, truly, throughout Asuncion and just throughout South America and Latin America, right? Okay, so again, here's the map of where the Barrio lays, right? Right off of Calle Palma and right off of the Costanera of Asuncion, right in the Bay Area in the historic downtown section, right? Okay, again, this neighborhood is really small, right? It's very, very small, but it's very special, right? And there's a plaza right there, a few blocks away from the river, and then Calle Palma as well. Again, here's the Instagram info. Yeah, and don't have much to say. Otherwise, as always, I appreciate you guys watching. Um, this was a hell of a place. I highly urge you guys to come visit it. Share this video. Keep liking, sharing, subscribing. Yeah, hey, you guys already know I got a lot of love for you guys. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Again, this is Barrio Loma San Jerónimo. Hopefully you learned a few things and got to enjoy some views and the B-roll. Yeah, otherwise, I'm Ryan Aranda. This is My Best Life Paraguay. Keep on my videos, you guys. And yeah, thanks as always, right? For everything. I'm gonna wrap it up here. So I'll see you guys later. Take care.